Yeah, man. So I'm gonna start off by asking where you guys from.
I'm from Fort Worth.
I'm from Dallas. I'm from Dallas.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
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 So did you guys both go to TCU?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're both at TCU right now.
What year?
I'm a senior.
Senior.
She's a
I'm a
junior.
junior.
Okay. So, what are you guys studying?
I'm studying econ. She's studying geology.
Okay, so even though you're from this area, if you weren't gonna go to TCU, what was the next school year?
I was looking at OSU, and I'm very glad I didn't go there.
Oh, what? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, and Baylor too, but they have required travel, so I said
Okay.
I was gonna go to University of Arkansas or LMU. Loyola.
And what was degree number 2 that you're gonna go for if you didn't like this degree?
Degree?
Yeah, if you didn't do like he said econ, and let's say if you didn't like the econ path, what were you gonna do next?
Psychology.
Psychology.
Yeah.
I started off as a business major and I switched to graphic design. I didn't really like it, so I switched to econ because I was too deep into school at that point to go into business school. Econ is very similar, so.
Okay. So is it safe to assume you guys are dating, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you guys meet?
We met at tailgate.
Okay.
At TCU.
Who came up to who first?
I came up to her.
What was, I guess, the first impression that you had of her, and what was your first impression that you had of her?
I mean, I could tell she was really smart right off the bat, and obviously very pretty. And I really enjoyed talking to her.
Is my mic off? I don't know why I can't hear. Okay.
It kind of throws me off to hear myself. Yeah, I mean, we just had a great conversation from the get-go, and so we kept the conversation going. So.
Today's our 3-month anniversary.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're soon into it. Okay.
Yeah, that's why we're dressed up.
Yeah.
Like this.
Hey.
We don't normally do this.
We don't normally do this. No.
It is what it is.
My first impression of him. Well, I thought you just wanted to like get some. But
Turned out to not.
turned out to be, yeah.
Okay. Oh, so okay. So now, so I do have a question. If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, this is a two-parter.
Okay.
If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, like let's say it's the only meal you eat for the rest of your life, what would that be?
I think it's our steak.
What is it?
Steak.
Oh yeah, steak. Yeah, definitely steak. But if we're talking about like food groups,
No, like
probably
meal,
say,
like
a meal. It would
yeah.
be
definitely like steak and eggs. Yeah.
Ew. Mine would be steak and potatoes because I'm
Okay. I like sweet potato.
regular mashed potatoes and green beans.
Okay.
Steak.
Now let's flip it. If you can only eat out of a certain restaurant for the rest of your life, what restaurant would that be?
Mine would be Little Katana, which is an Asian food restaurant in Dallas. So good.
One restaurant for the rest of my life. If I have to go with Chick-fil-A,
Okay,
Yeah.
that's.
love it.
You can pick like any restaurant, like even expensive.
Del Frisco.
Okay, there you go. Perfect.
Or Capitol Grill.
Yeah. Maybe Del Frisco.
I think Capitol Grill.
So, what's the most challenging thing college has, I guess, you've been through in college or taught you?
COVID.
Yeah, COVID for sure. But definitely also balancing, social and like class and just everything in life. Yeah, it takes some time to figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so here's one I asked earlier this week. Let's imagine that you've been married for 5 years, and a video has surfaced of your spouse cheating on you a week before your marriage. What do you do next?
5 years. Probably talk it out. What were you thinking? Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
I don't think that would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 5 years is a long time. I think we work it out.
No, I would get really mad, obviously. But 5 years, like, it's already,
Yeah.
I would be like, have you done it since?
Yeah.
See, that's the scary part. You don't know if
Well,
that's been hidden the whole
I
time.
don't know.
You just never know.
Yeah, that's true. I think it depends on the person, but we definitely, I feel like, would.
Not you. I'm just saying the hypothetical.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but we also like wouldn't be able to keep it a secret.
Right.
Like we just be guilty.
Right. Yeah, we're pretty straight up with each other. So.
Yeah. I don't think that would be a divorce. If it was like a week ago,
Yeah.
like
There
in
was a
that situation,
continuous
yeah,
thing,
then I would be like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this question is a test to see if you're more emotional or more logical.
We already
Like,
know the answer to
are you-
both.
Are you who's more logical or I guess
I'm more logical. She's more emotional.
Okay. So this is just the question
Intelligent, I should say.
because there was a quote which I do agree with. It says the more emotional you are, the less logical you tend to be.
Yeah.
So with that being said,
Yeah.
if somebody had offered you $10 million for your dog, would you give it up?
Absolutely not.
$10 million.
$10 million.
Buy another dog.
It depends.
See?
It depends on how old the dog is. Like
That-
right now, my dog is, like 13, like 12, 13. Our dogs are.
Yeah.
And so like I've already had like time with them, and they're probably like not gonna have that much more time. It's like comfortable anyways. So I would probably do the 10 million. But if it was like a puppy, definitely not.
But I mean, wouldn't you think the puppy would be easier to get rid of because you really haven't established a bond?
Okay, like if it was like 3 years in, like if it was like a 3-year-old dog, no. But also like I have certain dogs, like I would give Zoe away for like Timo for sure.
Right.
Like she's the worst. But I like wouldn't give Bella away. So it just depends on the dog too.
Yeah. Notice the lack of logic in that answer.
Yeah.
More.
See, he said straight up, "Give me the money. I'll go buy another dog." You know.
You're so right. I hate you.
So I'm assuming you give up the dog for the money, right?
Oh yeah. In a heartbeat.
You're like, notice how many different words.
so many hypotheticals.
Okay. How about this one?
Yeah.
What would you do if you're driving on the highway? There's a lot of traffic. You're going like 70. It's really jam-packed traffic. You're driving like this, and then 2 big spiders dropped on your hands out of nowhere. What
I'd
did
be
you
fine.
Kill 'em.
Oh,
I would
good.
just go like this, I think. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of bugs.
I mean, I would definitely like kind of like freak out a little bit and like flick it off.
I would
but,
flick
like,
it. They'd be in the back of my car because I would flick them off.
Right.
And then I would pull over and expose it to, like,
Yes. Which I missed that answer. You'll release it in the wild or what?
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
See, so I've had like when I ask you that question, people try to be as most common sense as possible. But I guarantee you're probably gonna freak out. Like
Right,
you're,
no, that's
if a black widow dropped on your hand, you are not being common at all. You're just
No.
you're
But I know that
but I asked most people like, oh, I'm crashing. Like I'm
no, I don't think I would crash.
There's times when I was younger when
Yeah.
I tried to kill a spider that fell underneath my bed and I didn't go to sleep in my bed for like a week.
Yeah.
That's his room now. Like he can have it. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I remember hearing that stat about like how many bugs you like inject in your like or
Accidentally.
eat. Yeah, like in your sleep.
Yeah.
That freaked me out
So
for a minute.
Okay, so what is the first thing you're gonna do during a zombie apocalypse if it was ever to happen?
Find David.
And I'm taking us to probably go hold up at Costco or something. They got a lot of food there. Yeah. Or maybe like a Cabela's. We got some guns there. And some food. So, and the walls are like a fortress. So that might be a good place to hold up. But I guarantee I'm not the only one who had that idea. So.
Okay, this is the last question.
Okay.
What would you do, or what's the first thing you would do or buy if you just won $100 million for the lottery?
First thing.
Your answer.
What is it?
Invest it.
Or like give it to charity. I don't know. No.
Mine was gonna be
100 mil?
100 million.
Yeah, I'd probably throw like 75% of it in like an index fund and then fuck around with the rest of it. Another 200.
That's like the immediate first thing you're gonna do.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Because I want more money later.
What about
I
you?
would just start booking flights.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Like I would immediately be like, okay,
Yeah, go see everywhere.
like I don't need to be doing college anymore because I have enough money. I don't need a degree.
I mean, technically, you don't need to be doing life anymore if you don't want to. 100
No.
million, you're set. Your kids are set. So, I mean,
No.
obviously you
yeah.
want to grow up, but just like, you're set. I don't want to do anything anymore. I'm done. Done with life, you know?
Yeah. That's enough money to be kind of set.
Yeah. No, I would drop out of college, but not even tell them I was dropping out. It doesn't even matter.
Oh, yeah.
And then.
Could you imagine if you had a job that you really hated? And you,
Oh yeah, totally.
That'd be a godsend.
I would go and like let them know that happened and be like, you know.
I wouldn't tell them. Like, there are certain circumstances that requires me to no longer need this shitty
No,
ass
I
job.
would tell them. And then I would book flights and just get out. Yeah.
But that's all I had to ask for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You got anything you guys want to say? Nope.
No.
No.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, like, and subscribe.